This will be the only equipment guide that you need in the window cleaning industry. In this video, I will be going over the most optimal equipment to buy for interior and exterior window cleaning with all the prices, where to buy it, and most importantly, why you need it. All right, starting off strong, we have the Tucker Rival V2. I think this is the best machine on the market. The reason I think it's the best machine on the market is solely because of the DI saver on the top. So instead of just plugging the garden hose into the machine and it just running through the DI and getting all the dirty water in there, you can actually flip it to just RO so it doesn't hit the DI right away, which makes your DI last a lot longer. And I haven't seen another machine that has a DI saver on the top besides Tucker. And then the next thing would be the Tucker boar hair bristle brush with 4 pencil jets. Just the standard size. This glides the best on the window out of any of the brushes I've used. I've used nylon brushes. It's the Zero boar hair, I believe, with the moving axis. It just doesn't glide at all, dude. 4 pencil jets is nice just because you can rinse a window super easy, and I think it's way better than a rinse bar. So when you're scrubbing the top of the frames, the rinse bar doesn't get caught on the top of the frame. And then for the brush, you're gonna need the gooseneck. If you ordered a kit, this would all come included. But if you want to get the best setup, the most optimal setup, I would get all of this. This attaches the brush to the pole. Here's the pole that I like. It's the Zero 30-foot. They have sales going on right now. On the spreadsheet I have in the description, I put the full price, not the discounted price. I like this pole. I just feel like it's higher quality. The Tucker ones aren't bad, but I just like the feel of this one, if that makes sense. And then you need to be using this. The Zero high flow hose. Don't waste your money on anything else. This gives so much more pressure compared to the regular hose you get if you were to buy from Tucker or even the basic Zero hose. Simply because it's thicker, so it's gonna give you so much more water. But you need this connector to connect the high flow hose to the brush. Super inexpensive. Need that. And then a Zero screen cleaner. Do not buy a Tucker screen cleaner. This does the job just fine, and it's like half the price. Make sure you go in a circular motion when you're putting the screens through it. Otherwise, you're just pushing around dirt if you go side to side. Necessary for any window cleaning job. If you're not cleaning screens, you're not a real window cleaner. And then we buy this big bucket of resin. It lasts us probably around 3 to 6 months, just depending on how much you use it. Last year lasted us around 6 months, and now since we've been doing like 9 to 12 jobs a day, only lasts like 3 months, I'd say. This is high quality resin, super convenient to carry around this bucket as well. And then just a basic Home Depot telescopic pole. We attach a scraper to it. If you're going to be doing purely water-fed window cleaning, you need a scraper. The water-fed pole is not going to get everything off. You can either get the 4-inch or the 6-inch. I'm pretty sure we have the 4-inch, but totally up to you on what you want to get. I found this is the highest quality scraper compared to the ones at Home Depot or anything else you can find on window cleaning resources. And then the next thing would be microfiber towels. I think these are the best. I found these at my local like AutoZone. It just does a super good job at getting all of the sills cleaned out. So after you're done cleaning all the windows with the water-fed pole, you go back around and wipe out the sills because there's going to be some dirt left back in there. So just wipe it out, get all the water out, and then you put the screens back in. Works super well compared to just a regular microfiber cloth you can get at Home Depot. This walnut pad can attach to the Unger pole that we were looking at earlier. I wouldn't get the white scrub pads. This is needed for getting off any hard water spots because you'll put Diamond Magic on the walnut pad. Then you can reach those second 3-story high windows and get off all the hard water. And then you just rinse with the water-fed pole to get all the Diamond Magic off, and then you'd re-scrub the window. One of the best investments we didn't have last year is a telescopic ladder. It's super convenient, super light, to carry around. You could fit it in your car if you're running your setup out of a car, which I highly suggest you get a truck, but working with what you got. Our main uses for this is like if we need to get up on a roof or like an overhang, just climb up on the roof super quick. And then if you need to put second story screens in or take them out, you can also do that. And then the next one, an A-frame ladder. You can just find this at Home Depot. We use this for, say, a 3-story house. Sometimes you can't scrub the window as well from the ground. If there's like a weird window you can't reach because there's like an overhang, stand on the ladder and then use the water fed pull from that. I would say you need both for exterior window cleaning. This one, not so much on every job, but there will be that certain job where you need it. So that's why I think it's necessary. And then this is optional. A ton of people have been asking me how to hook up 2 poles to one machine, and it's literally this simple. You just plug this into the outlet of the DI, and then you just hook up the water fed pull like you normally would. Moving on to interior window cleaning, you're gonna need a belt to carry around all the equipment inside the house. I like the Unger belt the best. Comes with a little pocket for your towels and the spray bottle, and then the bucket on a belt for the mop and squeegee, and then a little holster for your scraper. This is the best squeegee I've ever used. Glides perfectly on the windows. It doesn't leave any streaks. I like the German one the best. And then I would get another channel for that squeegee. I would get the smallest one you can, the 5-inch, just because you're obviously going to run into French panes, just like a super small window, and it's just convenient to have, and you're gonna end up needing it. Then this is the mop we use. I don't know why it's so expensive though, $50. I was looking at all the other mops, and I think they're like 20 bucks. I mean, $30 difference, not too big of a deal, but I like this one the best. I feel like it really soaps up the window good, I guess you could say. And these are the best towels you will ever buy for detailing the windows. Far better than a surgical towel. Just absorbs the water really well. I don't even know how to describe it unless you've used one. And then it's just a spray bottle to put your Dawn dish soap and your water in. This way you don't have to carry around a bucket all the time, and you can just spray the window with the solution. I would just buy Dawn dish soap in bulk. You can get it really anywhere. Some gas stations sell it. You can also get it at Walmart, Target, literally any place. And then the last thing is the Zero Track Cleaner. There's so much mud in tracks. You can just wipe it out with a rag, but if you really want to do like a track detail, you're going to need this for all the corners and everything. And that right there is the most optimal window cleaning setup for interior and exterior. I will leave the spreadsheet down in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourself. If they're running any deals, you can check that out with the links. I put why they are all necessary as well. But yeah, let me know if I'm missing anything, and if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'll try to respond to every single one of you. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Just looking to post some more informational content. So if you have any new video ideas, comment them down below, and like and subscribe for more tips.